Hi, Summerhill Cinema 700 here, coming at you with a video today. A little bit, just been thinking about this a lot lately. I just ate ravioli too, so a little bit red. For a long time, I've been angry about the fact that, the original Star Wars trilogy, just everything that's wrong with it and everything that's been changed about it, and, it doesn't only piss me off, it pisses a lot of people off. Actually, thousands and thousands of people who want our original trilogy back, us Star Wars fans. And I'm not a die-hard Star Wars fan, but I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan, and I've been watching Star Wars since I was a little kid. And of course, the first time I ever watched Star Wars was the original trilogy, and it was the VHS 3-pack set. You remember it came in the original trilogy in the 3-packs box set. Pardon me. So that's the way that I watch the films. So, I saw them in their original format, and I've always loved Star Wars. And, it had been a while since I even watched Star Wars. I had gone on a break of like 5 years. I didn't even watch any Star Wars films, except for, of course, like 1, 2, 3. But not the original 4, 5, 6. And I didn't even know that they had changed the films and added all the CGI and crap to them until like probably 5 years ago now. And I rewatched them and I was like, what the hell is this? I didn't even know that they had done these special editions or anything like that. Or I had just, frankly, anytime I had watched them, I had not been paying attention to that. And as I said, I watched the originals on VHS. And I watched them for quite a bit. And I had the VHS player. We had it in our house. Probably a lot longer than most people would have. Because, there are certain films that we like to watch in my family that we just like to watch them in their original format. Star Wars is the biggest one of those, and it's just unfortunate that so many things have been changed to Star Wars. I didn't even realize how many, there's the obvious ones when you watch, like when Luke Skywalker, C-3PO and Obi-Wan or whatever are going into Mos Eisley, and there's all these CGI, like fucking dinosaurs walking around now. Those are obvious ones, but then when and then they added some to the other films too, like episode 5, I believe it was 5, where then they added the freaking dancing, like, alien frog. I think that was 5, or was it 6? I can't remember for sure, but one of those films. It might have been 6. I think it was 6. But they've added so much ridiculous CGI stuff. Like, they took out some of the original bounty hunters and added them with weird CGI animals. Almost all of the space battles in the original film have been altered with CGI rather than the original models that they used, and I just really like seeing the original models used in the film, because it's just really cool, and that's the way it's supposed to look. And there's an art about that, and I've always been more of a fan of real things like stop motion animation rather than CGI or stuff done with models as for Star Wars. Now that being said, one of the things I noticed too when I was reading about it online, a big thing that I hadn't noticed, it might not seem like a big deal to a lot of people, but pretty much all the space scenes now have been altered so that there's no stars. You just see a blank black space when they show a shot of a spaceship flying by. But in the original films, of course, you saw little dots, little stars. Also, when you're in the spaceship, like in the Star Destroyer, and they're looking out the window, you'd see stars. Now it's just plain black, and it's like, that's not what space looks like. Not that I know, because I haven't been to space anytime recently, but something about Star Wars, you want to see the stars, so little things like that, but so many things have been edited. And there's that famous one that everyone's mad about when Han Solo and Greedo meet each other, and there's like 2 shots, and it looks really weird. So there's a lot of stuff, that's changed. It's mainly the CGI stuff, because it looks so out of place, and it doesn't make any sense when you're watching a film from 1977 and you see these CGI, and it's not like it's really good CGI either. It's pretty terrible looking. Like, you can just tell it's just so fake. You just see these big CGI, like, T-Rex things walking around. Oh, God. When I watched the specialized editions a few years ago for the first time, I felt sick to my stomach. I think I did end up turning it off. I couldn't watch it. So, I really just hope that one day that we do get these regular editions of the films, uncut, unaltered. And, of course, there are a lot of people out there that pirate the original. There's this one company, I can't remember, this one guy, I can't remember his name for sure. It's some weird name like Weirner or something like that, but he did he got a whole bunch of people, and they got the original films, and they did their own version of it without any of the crap added, and it looks pretty good. And he's put them on Blu-ray and DVD, but they're really difficult to come by and get. Haven't been able to find a way to get those, and if you are able to, they come with quite a price tag. That being said, I don't believe Disney owns the original prints of the film. From what I've read, they're owned by Fox, the original prints, and also a lady at Lucasfilms said that they'd never touch those. So hopes don't sound too high, but of course, coming around with the 40th anniversary this year of the original Star Wars film, it would be a really nice thing to get, but without any word on it, unless it's some big surprise, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Very upsetting, Maybe we're going to have to wait for all the rest of the new Star Wars films to come out till we get our original unaltered versions. I do think it's going to happen one day. I really do. I think there's enough people out there that want the original films in the way that they looked in 1977, unaltered, and I think that we're going to get them one day. I'm going to go on now to part 2 of this video.